Hello, Nantakapaka. Andreas. What's up, crew? Good morning, good morning. Welcome. It's Saturday. How are you guys feeling today? Hey, what's up? What is up? What's up? What's up? You hate this article. Yeah, it's not my favorite either. Are we going to 20 cents, you ask? What is up? What's up? The last quote is FUD. I agree. Let's not even put that up right now. We won't even talk about that right now. We'll talk about something else first. You guys see this this article coming out yesterday? It's not even going to refresh this. Get out of here. Or you can't see it. Can't even see that headline. What's up? What's up? Good morning. Yo. What's up, Ethan? How are you guys feeling today? We got some news to look at. The market turned back slightly last night. What do you guys think about that? You guys excited about this 15 billion, 16 billion to show up? It just popped in overnight. 20 billion dropped in. And we're in green. We're in the green all the way up and down the board. But people are saying it's not going to stay. It's a bull trap until futures end. That's exactly right, Javi. That is exactly right. You are correct. It is a trap. It's a fool's rally, as they call it. You want it to go down so you can buy more XRP? That sounds good. That sounds great. I guess we have not as many people on today. Saturday's maybe not a poppin' live stream day. Did you guys see the video we did yesterday night? Do not sell. Did you guys see that one? Do not sell. We're looking at the charts for averaging bull and bear markets. So that was pretty exciting. And did you guys see the one before that? Facebook and Coinbase. What do you guys think about that? Is that a thing? Are we feeling yes or no for that one? Facebook, Coinbase. What do you guys think about that? You want it to go down so you can buy more. I think everybody who's decided that they would purchase more at any figure, I'm pretty sure we all want it to go down. If you believe in it, then you want it to go down. That's the bottom line. The bottom line there. And I don't know if you guys saw this. We talked about it slightly yesterday, but I launched my Codius. We launched our Codius, and it's up and running. It's on the Codius hosts list, and I think that we did our math a little bit wrong. I think you might be able to make profit running a host. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on this, but we found some articles that were suggesting basically saying how you would make profit, and I think I got the math wrong. I was looking at a wrong equation. So Codius hosts, how to run them. We're going to do that. If you guys have any questions about that, you can ask in the live streams as always, but we're going to do a how-to video later today and look at launching another one. So I already have one Codius host up and running, and we're going to launch another one. That's right, another Codius host is going to launch, and it looks like even at 46 cents, it's profitable. Even at 46 cents, you can make profit. That's right. Even at 46 cents, I think I could make profit right now. So imagine if it goes up to $1, $2, or $10, it would be very profitable to run a host at that point. So looking at streamlining that process for you guys and looking at putting up a detailed report for how much it costs and how much I could earn. We're doing that. We also have, this was mentioned yesterday as well. Briefly, someone brought it up. Roger Ver will cry. Apparently, there's a Bitcoin Cash attack going on. Have you guys heard about this? Are you guys very aware of the politics of Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash? It looks like they have made an attack on Bitcoin Cash. BitPico launched Bitcoin Cash attack. They said that they're going to try to take over their nodes and they're going to try to fork the chain. That sounds rough. Is it just a troll? Is it actually happening? Is it a white hat or a black hat hacker? We don't know. India changed their laws right after their bankers said XRP is a game changer. Japan also. Yeah, someone yesterday mentioned to me that Japan said something about using XRP equally to their crypto or equal to their fiat. I don't know if that's something we can find easily just with a Google search, but Someone was telling me something about that yesterday. And the news about the SBI launch, of course, is prominently on everyone's mind. It's basically the biggest thing on the horizon. SBI launching. They have, however many 8 to 20 million users that are happening already, and they're launching their exchange powered by XRP. There's a lot of, there's a lot weighing in on that, the future of that. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Hello, Malaka. How are you today? There's a lot of people doing videos about SBI, and that's actually why I didn't do a video about it yesterday, was because there was just so many videos out there. We might do another video just because we'll do our own take on it. But yeah, the PDF report is amazing for sure. Looking at that, it basically just shows all the support, all the exciting things that they expect to happen. Basically, with them being one of the first use cases, demonstrating how it could go, and looking for them to tout and demonstrate basically the beauty of the XRP ledger moving forward. So someone just asked what's happening with this hack. The white hat, black hat, or just a troll hack is basically someone saying that they're going to try to fork Bitcoin Cash by putting a bunch of malicious nodes online. They said the attack started, and they're going to continue amplifying their attack over the coming months. They expect to have 5,000 Bcash attack nodes in roughly 6 weeks. What I don't understand, honestly, is why. Why put your attention in this? And that brings up this great article that we wanted to look at. Guys, stop crypto on crypto crime. Okay, we're a team. We don't need to be crypto criming each other. All right. The article is, okay, it's not really a crime. Unless you consider hating a crime. More appropriate title will be Stop Crypto on Crypto Hate is a better title. I think this is great. This is true. Most OGs of cryptocurrency are hardcore Bitcoin maximalists, and they don't really like anything non-Bitcoin because most see a store of value in peer-to-peer cash systems as the one and true use case of distributed ledgers. Ignoring the limitations of Bitcoin, most OGs want to see just one cryptocurrency succeed, and they don't embrace any altcoins. Yeah, I haven't seen Roger Ver crying either, and I think that honestly, if you look at that, like who in their right mind, like this almost makes me think that better of Bitcoin Cash than anything else, because why would someone want to attack it? Like, why would someone want to destroy it unless it's too good, unless it's a threat to the established quo? You know what I mean? I don't think it's an XRP hacker. No, I don't think anybody would waste their time with this. That's really into crypto. I feel like this is a malicious attack outside of the crypto space. I feel like this could be. I don't even know really, but why would they waste their attention and time attacking the Bitcoin Cash network? Why not just build on their network? Why not attack? Why not work on their network? Why attack this one? So they're amplifying. They're actively working to create tension and distrust and fork in the Bitcoin Cash chain. Why? Why do that? Can't we just say, guys, stop crypto on crypto hate? Stop crypto on crypto crime. Going down to look at the idea, basically, a lot of people have dogmatic religious beliefs to certain coins. And you got to look at basically, why do we have these attachments to our coins? Well, obviously, because we hold all them, we are attached to them. But let's say people build whatever they want to build, let people invest in whatever they want to invest in, and people should be responsible with their own money. So scammers should definitely be identified and called out to protect everyday investors, but we have to distinguish very hard between actual scammers and just calling someone a scammer just because we don't agree with their vision. So I think this is important. Things that deviate from our own traditional thinking and expectations are not scams. That's a great little line in here. That's why I wanted to highlight this. Crypto lives matter. That's right, James. Crypto lives matter. Repeat with me. Crypto is not a zero-sum game. Now everybody hug. Everybody hug. That's right. So, we can see that, honestly, if someone's coming into the space and their intention is mainly to destroy and be degenerative to the community, I honestly think they can't be part of the community. Honestly, right away, I think, like, who is this bad actor and what are they doing? You hate kitties? That's funny. Yeah, who would be interested in attack BCH? Like, why would that matter? Who would focus their time on attacking BCH? Realtor Amy in Florida says, how low could XRP go? That's a great question. And hi, how are you? Looking at the article we did yesterday, there was like an average of the drops and the returns, and the idea was how high could XRP go on the next bull run? That was the question. How high could it go on the next bull run? So they averaged all the bull runs together, and then they were like, oh, okay, let's make this average. And then that was the $10 price prediction. They said next bull run we'll get $10. If we look at that same idea for the last drops over time and we average that together, how low could we go? I agree with Hobby. We could see 35 cents. We could see 33 cents. I don't know if we'll break below 30. That's a tough one to call. The reality is that most of this comes down to the pairing of Bitcoin and XRP, working on that decoupling. It's something that progresses slowly over time. What do I think about other coins? I like other coins. I love other coins. Yeah, think about basically BTC as the pairing right now, being the main tire to what affects the price. If we see BTC slip down to below 4 to below 3.5, then if we see it below 4, below 3.5, what that basically means is that might mirror the price for XRP right now, seeing us at 6.4 and XRP at 4.6. That basically put a 3K Bitcoin in the 23 cent range. 23 cent range for XRP at the very bottom if it follows the BTC bottom, which would be about 3K, 3 or 3.5K. So that's a good question, and it's hard to tell, again, how far it'll go. Hobby thinks it won't happen. Hobby thinks we won't go that low. I can respect that opinion. I can respect that. It's hard to tell, for sure. It's hard to tell. $10 very conservative. You're right. $10 is very conservative for the next bull run. So 35 cents, Amy says. That's a good, it's hard. I can't say for sure. I cannot give you a definite answer. Approximate, maybe. Yeah, approximate, like high 30 cents. I'm trying to buy 1,000 more, but Uphold still has my USD on hold all morning. That's okay, underdog. That's okay. Honestly, we're so far away from mass adoption still that there's plenty of time. I wouldn't FOMO it yet. I wouldn't FOMO it. Whenever your funds come through, maybe it'll drop a little bit by then. Maybe in a day or in a few hours or in a few days, maybe it'll drop a little bit more. It'll slip further into the red. And if and when that happens, maybe your funds will come through on Uphold and you'll be fine. You'll be set up, ready to go. Hard to tell what effect SBI will have next month. This is true. This is really true. And I think there's a multiple layers to this idea. What's up, D-Zam? Finally catching a live stream. Cheers. Hey, happy to have you. First quarter 2019, Amy says, is when we can see some bull runs. Opinion on even having a bull run 2018. Yes, we will. Come get some free nothing. I don't want free trash. Hard to tell what effect SBI will have next month. That's a great idea. And I think it's like the multiple layers, like an onion. It's got layers, see? Basically, we can see the initial launch being strong. I think it obviously will bring activity and volume in, but also looking at the implications as the word spreads, as people talk about it, as people are mentioning it, as people are using it, and then other institutions notice. Other institutions notice, like SBI just launched this exchange. They're literally, the backbone is XRP Ledger. How is it working for them? How's this guy making this work? And so I think that's the big way in. That's the big stone dropping in the pond, and we can see the ripples out from the center as time goes on. So again, looking at the implications of the SBI launch to be manifesting even 6 months into the future, people in 2019, in Q1 and Q2, talking about, SBI is doing great. Have you heard how much money they're up? How much are they saving? How much are they streamlining their processes? How much are they letting go of congestion in their network? How many less errors they have overall, all the things like that weighing in, continually building, continually compounding into the influence and the support of the XRP community. Exactly. Realtor Amy's right. Realtor Amy is right. 5-year minimum. I mean, 5 years minimum. We're talking like 1 or 2 years for this to be even starting to see real adoption and real use and real incentives, I think, for other people to move in. And then you can say like 3 or 4, 5 years is when people will start to really see some of those higher prices, the real high prices. Yeah, exactly. You currently have 114 XRP. That's great, because I think the last time you told me you only had half that, right? So you doubled your holdings inside the last time you and I spoke. So that's great. Good work, Drizzy Jen. Boom. No big deal. Remember, G20 scheduled a meeting in July to discuss crypto regulation. Maybe we'll have a huge dump before that meeting and a new bull run right after. Fabio, you are right. Fabio, I like your thinking. That's true. The G20 meeting is something that we were going to cover. Someone else talked about that in a live stream. And G20 meeting is important. It's very big. Obviously, they're going to discuss a lot of crypto regulations, and they're going to discuss a lot of moving forward with this. And I think that we'll probably see a lot more about the Fed and the international payment rail, the Interledger protocol. We'll see probably a lot of that information coming out around that time. So I think that potentially could be a really strong time. It could be a really good moment for everyone. You ain't going to be left out. You have 3,000 XRP. Good for you. Good for you. 5 years gives you time to buy. Exactly. Yeah, I wouldn't say FOMO it. I wouldn't say FOMO it out. Yeah, exactly. Tell the internet what you have. How could that go wrong? Yeah, definitely. Really quick side note, guys. Always be careful who you share information with about what you hold and what you hold it in. And sometimes I give you guys a little bit more information than you probably should be sharing on your own. And that's just because as part of my role as an influencer in the community, again, looking to have the experience and share it with you. That's part of my role. You guys should definitely be precautious and careful about who you even share your holdings with in your life, in real-time conversations with people. I'm not going to say don't trust people, because I love people. I have faith in people. But don't trust people. Don't give someone the opportunity to take advantage of you. I know there's been plenty of stories. I've seen plenty of stories on Reddit. I have friends that have been taken advantage of because they let too much information out about their holdings or their funds or where it was. Exactly. So be careful. Even inside the live stream, be careful. Don't make yourself a target for someone. Again, I think exactly. Only trust your dog. I think our live streams, I would like to say they're a safe space, and they are. This is a safe space. This is a judgment-free space that we can exchange and participate in. But also be precautious. Be precautious. Don't overshare. Also, be careful whenever I try to clean these comments up. But if there's all these commenters all the time that are like, "Hey, let me save you money. Email me at this person," and there's like 7 bots that comment after, like, "Henry saved me hundreds. Henry's the best. Email him for all your hacking needs." Don't do that. Okay? Don't ever email people in the comments to help you. Don't ever donate to an Ethereum wallet because of an airdrop. Just don't do these things. I feel like I need to do a video that's like all the common scams in crypto. Don't do it. But just keep your head about you. Obviously, there's a lot of bad actors out here, so be careful with responding to comments or emailing people or trusting people on the internet in general. So, if someone buys it, where should you keep it? If you are holding coins and you want to know where you should keep them, I always say keep them on your ledger. We have the link in the description to where you can get your own Ledger Nano S. It's about $100, and that's a great place to keep them, on a ledger. You can also keep them on a paper wallet, which is something that we're going to do a video about. If you'd like to do a paper wallet for XRP, that's possible. And you can always, again, use some other type of external wallet like Trezor or something, but you got to be careful because, again, if you put all your funds on that, maybe you put it in a safety deposit box or something, or bury it in your backyard. Yeah. Realtor Amy, you were funny. Where have you been? You were funny. All right, absolutely. Yeah, there's even some kidnappings and extortions from people holding Bitcoin in India. People are crazy. This is true. People are crazy. So have 2 ledgers in different places, says Sid Vicious. I like it, Sid. That's right. That's how you're gonna do it. That's how you're gonna do it. You're gonna do a video? Do a video. Realtor Amy, I'll support you. I'll subscribe to your channel. Where are you at? Ledger Nano S, put that in a waterproof bag, and then put that in a fireproof bag, and put that in a safe, and then put voodoo spells in the safe. Maybe get a dog as well. Boom. There you go. That's right. That's right. Dazibinarian, you are right 100%. That's true. So the Medium article talking about crypto is not a zero-sum game. Crypto is not a zero-sum game. You and I, we can have our support. We can love coins. We can basically be like, this is my favorite coin, but I'm happy to have a conversation with someone and respect someone else's opinion. If they think another coin is also their number one, that's okay with me. That's okay with me. We can have a cordial conversation and a discussion about about your favorite coins. Wow, what are you guys talking about on the comments here? What are you guys talking about? All right, let's look at the news really quick. Run back through the news and answer you guys' questions if you have any more. Looking at this article, another red flag for Tether. We talked about this yesterday momentarily, or I tweeted about it saying that Tether is trying to claim that basically there was an error in their integration to their exchange and it was duplicating tokens. Well, guess what? If they run the exchange and they run their Tether program or whatever, their Tether system, and they're making duplicate coins, that's them. That's their fault. That's their fault. Hey, what's up, Luke? Luke, you should follow me on Instagram. I've been thinking about making more posts on there. I'm going to make more posts on Instagram. Usually they're more fitness and yoga oriented, but usually still very positive and motivational. And also, if you guys want to help me out, if you have a moment right now, you can click the link in my description. There's a link in my description that's titled, "Just click this link to help me win a DJI gimbal." I just need you to click the link. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything at all. Just click that link, and you're going to help me win a DJI gimbal. That's right. I need your help. If you could share it even and tell people to click it, it's basically going to help me win a gimbal so I can do a gimbal review on the channel. That would be great. That would be great. So another red flag for Tether. We know that Tether's rough, not good. Not good deals. Also looking at XRP as a security, Litecoin has no reason to exist. Ethereum's the best, says Multi-Coin Capital. Who is this Multi-Coin Capital? Oh, wait. An Austin-based crypto hedge fund? What? Do I need to go down there right now and talk to these guys? Excuse me, guys. Multi-Coin Capital, an Austin-based crypto hedge fund, says they are long on EOS and Ethereum, but bearish on Litecoin and Ripple. EOS launch hasn't gone as badly as I think. That's what he said. EOS launch hasn't gone as badly as people think. He says, I know, hey, calm down. Hey, calm down. Yeah, exactly. I don't think he has. No, he probably owns a lot of Ether. He probably does. He probably owns a lot of EOS, is what he probably holds a lot of. He probably holds a lot of EOS. Kind of like Coinbase holding a bunch of Ethereum Classic. They're like, what are we going to do with this, guys? And someone's like, I don't know. Let's sell it. Sell it as quick as possible. So now we are holding our position. We haven't sold any. The EOS launch did not go as smoothly as we're hoping it would go. And all things considered, actually, it hasn't gone that bad. It's not that bad. I concur that it hasn't been as good as it could. It hasn't been as good as it should have been. The resources they had, so they made some mistakes and slipped up. But on long-term horizon, Those are rounding errors. They don't really matter. So who is this Yahoo? What's he talking about? Ethereum is the best 10-year play. Ethereum's the best 10-year play. I feel like people just don't even know about Codius. I feel like people have either never heard of it. I feel like people have either never heard of it or they're just misinformed, right? That's the only two possible ideas here. I've taken a leap of faith into the direction of XRP's infrastructure by myself launching a Codius host. I've taken the leap, right? I launched a Codius host, and I'm thinking that since I'm one of the first 270 people in the world to do it, have you guys been to codiushosts.com? Can you guys see this? You guys been here? codiushosts.com. See if we can make it wider so you guys can see this. Can you see? So here it is. 240 hosts. So one of the first 240 hosts up. What is Codius? Codius, that's a great question. I'm doing that video today. I'm doing that video today, Javi. I promise it's going to come out. Codius.org is probably the best resource for what is Codius. Exactly. Simplified, it's a smart contract platform. Smart contracts, basically just like Ethereum, powered by the Codius network, but it's not really been used yet. It's not really, no one's using it yet, so it's the perfect opportunity. It should gain more momentum. Yeah, exactly. Not that many contracts till this point. Exactly. So it's a platform for securely executing smart contracts and other type of smart programs, just like Ethereum in a sense. But here's the idea. It costs less. It costs way less. It uses way less energy. It's Neo and Ethereum on asteroids or steroids. Exactly. Gave me a gimbal click. Woo! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Absent-minded futurist, I appreciate the support. It means a lot. Do you need a dedicated computer to run a host? I'm interested, but I need to learn technical. Yes, you do need a dedicated computer, and what I did was I used a Google virtual machine. So there's a bunch of different virtual machines you can sign up and use, and that's the tutorial that we're going to do. We're going to do a Codius tutorial, and the tutorial we're going to use and do shows you how to build them on a VM or a virtual machine. So I don't want to have my computer at my house running all day. I don't want to have a server running at the house all day. I need to upkeep. So I built mine out on a cloud computer. So you can use exactly, Javi, yeah, you can use a cloud to host it. And my brother we were talking about doing cloud mining for a little while, and those get flagged real quick. You get flagged, and it pulls it, so you can't really cloud mine. But because it's using memory and not CPU and GPU, it hasn't hit any flags yet. Google has not flagged it, and exactly, no way is right. Unlike Ethereum that uses Solidity, which is a very difficult programming language, Codius is open to any language. You can program in any language on Codius. So basically building applications that sit on top of the XRP ledger in any language. It's amazing. There's a bunch of different cloud services you can use. I used Google. I used the Google Cloud to power mine. So it's not mining XRP because XRP is pre-mined. It's basically being paid in XRP. So let's go back and look at this, the Codius host. So there's 240. So you could be one of the top. CKJ Crypto News in the house. What's up? Thanks for the support. So you could be one of the first 240 hosts active in the world, or maybe one of the top 330 in the world. Basically, you're not mining XRP. You're being rewarded XRP. So XRP is already mined. It's a pre-mined coin, right? So what this means is look at the cost per month. This is how much, and this is a question I put on Reddit. I was like, guys, help me. I do not understand. A lot of this is confusing, so I understand. I asked a lot of questions. I'm still learning about it. Basically, you can see all these hosts, they have a set of $10 XRP. So they've set 10 XRP is the cost for their host for a month. So what that means is if you look at, let's say we take this one right here, 16 gigabytes. So this one has, can you see that one? So this one has 16 gigabytes in it right here, and it's got a 10 XRP cost per month. What that means is that basically it takes 512 megabytes to run a contract, and with 15 gigabytes, you could run about 28 to 30 contracts. Now, 28 to 30 contracts, 10 XRP per contract, what that really means is that you could be making possibly 300 XRP a month. So, yeah, exactly. 300 XRP a month, even at right now, with 48 cents per XRP, 300 XRP a month would be about $150. And to power about a 16 gigabyte smart machine or virtual machine, it could be literally about $100. So, yeah, it could be about $100, and you'd be making about, or maybe it could be like $80. We'll have to look at the exact price. We'll do it all in the video. So it'd be like $80. So you'd make about 50% return. 50% return on your investment. That's not that bad. That's actually not that bad. I thought it was way lower. And again, this is only if your max contracts are spent. So if your max contracts are used, if your max contracts are used that month for how much space you can use, and you set your XRP per month at 10. So yes, exactly. If I get it, how high the gigabytes you mining contracts and rewarded XRP? Exactly. How can you do that, Amy? That's what I'm doing a video on. I'm making a video on launching a Codius host. And here's the deal. Here's the thing is that no one's doing it yet, right? Like this is like being on Ethereum before people were doing Ethereum. So there's only 240 people. Like look at the map. There's only this many in the world. You're one of the first, under the first 500 people to launch a Codius host. That's crazy awesome to me. Yeah, as people get to know about it, it will boost. And what this means too is that people, like you and I, we could be running these hosts, and that might be all we want to do. But also potentially, people are going to be building out contracts on here. People are going to be using these to do all kinds of things. Like I saw a tweet that I retweeted yesterday, and it was this guy blockchains. I made some joke like this guy blockchains. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it's idea. Do I have a link to get to codiushost.com? You can just see them all right here. The thing, Amy, is that if you put up 500 XRP, it would mean that you basically are charging 500 XRP per month per contract. And I think that you actually would make more if you did it lower. That's what I was asking on Reddit the other day. Yeah, I can drop that video as well. That's the video. No way. That's the video I used. And there was actually some things that I had issues with that I had to resolve on my own. So I did like that video, and I'm going to reference that video, but I had to resolve some issues on my own with that video that it didn't specify or didn't clarify. And so I'm going to make another one and do the walkthrough really slow and really simply. But this guy made a tweet yesterday, and I retweeted it. I said, this guy blockchains. And it was just me being funny. But look at what he says. Look at what he says. A firm is a nexus of contracts. That's all it is. A firm is just a nexus of contracts. Payroll contracts with employees, profit contracts with shareholders, debt contracts with lenders, delivery contracts with customers, and tax contracts with the state. That is huge, because what does that mean? Basically, blockchain-based smart contracts are the future, right? They're going to eventually reinvent the firm. And as of right now, everyone's talking about the smart contracts. They're only talking about Ethereum. No one even knows about Codius yet. It's up, it's running. You can build a host, you can launch it, you can launch smart contracts on it. It costs way less than Ethereum. When companies find out about this and they start using this, it's going to blow up. It's going to take off, right? This is going to be so big, and it's going to be literally, it's literally going to be such a big potential as long as the network's ready to support it, right? So if companies flood into this space and there's not enough hosts to power all the smart contracts, then it will be a flop. It'll be a flop. So it's paradoxically like we have to take the first leap in a sense. So you want to do it now. You want to do it. So I saw some people. I'm going to build one. I saw some people doing like a 30 gigabyte host. And I was like, oh, okay, I built one that was like 2 point something gigabytes and 2.59. And so basically I can max out at 5 contracts a month. And I thought, like, that's great. I was doing a test run. It only costs about $25 a month to run that virtual machine. So I thought $25 a month, I'm making about $25 a month in XRP to break even. I thought, that's great. I'm contributing to the network. But I started looking at some of these guys. Like, this guy launched 7, 8 of the same host at 31 gigabytes. So I started thinking, like, okay, well, that means, so if he's doing 30 gigabytes of XRP, or 30 gigabytes of smart contracts, and he set his limit to 6 XRP, on some of these, people have 10. So let's just do the 10. The math is easier. So he has 30 gigabytes at 10 XRP. He could literally be, he literally could become, he could be maxed out, which would give him about 60 contracts a month at 10 XRP. He'd make 600 XRP a month, right? Yeah, every contract takes 512, exactly. So he could be making 600 XRP a month. That's about $300 a month, and I think it's only about $100 to power the virtual machine for this, for 30 gigabytes. So potentially $200 a month profit. And I didn't realize that until yesterday. I was looking at the math, and you do need a domain. Yes, you need a domain. So that's the 3 things you need to launch a Codius host. You need your own domain, so you have to purchase a domain, and we'll go through this all in the video, don't worry. You'll need your own domain. You'll need 20 XRP in a wallet that's not part of the 20 XRP that's reserved. So it needs to be like a free to use 20 XRP that's not part of the reserve. And then you need, what else do you need? That's it. You need a virtual machine. So that's it. The virtual machine, you need a URL or a domain, and then, yeah, GoDaddy's okay for sure. And we'll do this all in the video. We'll do it and break it down. We're trying to, there's a bunch of stuff I want to do right now. I have like a bunch of small projects that I'm trying to do and finish so I can collect some more funds to put into coins personally, just wanting to buy more coins because it's so low. So yeah, there's a lot of money to be made in Codius hosting, and that's even right now when it's at 48 cents. You can make money with Codius hosting at 48 cents, at 47 cents. And that's, we're doing the math as if all your contracts will be used, and I don't think you would. You're not going to have all the contracts be used, so the math will be different, and that's why we're going to do the video. I'm going to launch this video, and if you wanted to wait, we're going to do the video, and then like 28 days later, we're going to do the review. So 28 days later, we're going to be like, hey, we launched a Codius system, here's how much it cost, here's how much we actually made for 28 days, and we'll look at that in comparison and get a good idea of if it's profitable. So if you're interested in this and you don't want to take the leap yet, you can wait 28 days and we'll do the full review for that. But again, watch for the video later. It could be fun just if you wanted to do it the first time. It only costs like $25 a month, I think, for the virtual machine to just start. So you could run it for a month and think like, okay, that was fun, or at least do a test phase before you build out a bigger one. Because the one I'm about to build one that's doing 30 gigabytes, and that means it's going to cost me probably like $60, I think, to $85 a month. But again, that's something I'm potentially looking at investing into. If I just hook that up to my debit card or credit card or my bank account, and I'm paying $100 a month, but I'm getting 300 XRP every month, that would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. So, whoa, what's up, D-Zam? Hey, yo, what is up? Thank you so much for the support. Cheers. I appreciate it. How are you today? What's going on? Dum-dum-dum. What are you guys chatting about up here? You guys talking about a trainer? You guys want to do? You guys want a training session? We'll just go do a live training session at the park next week. You're down. You're down. All right, so we're doing Codius video. We're talking about Codius and launching it. And, we're looking at making profit while XRP is at 45 cents. But imagine if XRP does fulfill the dollar price point. Imagine XRP does fulfill the $10 price point. What would that mean? Well, if you're making 300 XRP a month and they're $10 each, you do the math. You do the math. That's pretty exciting, honestly. I can't say for sure. I cannot guarantee anyone's going to make that kind of money. But developing this system, putting the Codius together now, potentially will be a good way to make sure you're part of the network. Again, only 300 in the world. 300 in the world. When are you doing the tutorial? I'm going to work on it today. It took me about 3 or 4 hours to do it myself, and so usually for me to do a tutorial, it would probably take me like 8 hours. So I'm going to do the tutorial today, edit it down. I should have it up in the next few days. No, I wouldn't get another computer because I used a virtual machine. I used a Google virtual machine, which means that I literally can just log into my computer and it opens a virtual machine that Google is running somewhere, I think in Houston. And how long to set up? It took me about 3 or 4 hours to do. Again, if you do the video with me in real time, I'm hoping to keep the video under an hour. So the video will probably be 30 minutes to an hour, and you guys should be able to pause it and just look around and do it. It's pretty straightforward, honestly. And I'd be happy to offer any support if you guys did start the process and you had any questions or issues. If you have any questions or issues, I'll be happy to answer them. I'll be happy to address them. We can just jump on a live stream the next day that I do one and chat it out. So looking back at the article, we were talking about this ridiculous article. XRP is a security. Litecoin has no reason to exist. Ethereum's the best. This guy's just got a hot spot for Ethereum. He's got a rosy spot for Ethereum and EOS, probably because he emptied his bank account into Ethereum and EOS. Him calling Ripple a security is just, we don't even need to address that. He has no weight in this area. So Litecoin, in my view, has no reason to exist. Also, just kind of just throwing things out there, I think, just to try to like piss people off, maybe get some attention to his flailings. So I don't know. I don't know exactly if we should even cover that. I thought this was interesting, and it won't take this blue thing out of the way so we can see it. Let's see if we can reload it. There we go. FitPay prepares for mass production of Bitcoin payment device. So this is honestly something that I just breezed by yesterday. I didn't think it was worth looking at, but then I looked at it again, and it's kind of interesting. They've created this thing called the FitPay, basically dubbed the Flip. The device can be loaded with US dollars, exchanged from the user's Bitcoin account. In appearance, it looks like a large poker chip, but it's essentially a payment card featuring NFC. So basically, you just wave it over a checkout. It's like an Apple Pay, but in just like a form of a big token. It's kind of silly, I think, but an interesting idea. I could see one of these being like a stepping stone to something that we'll have in the future. So yes. You guys want a mod? You guys want me to pick a mod? So the thing about mods is that I like to encourage open debate and discussion. So I don't really want to block people out if they're going to come and try to be a hater. That's okay. That's fine for me. It's not going to worry me. Looking at the last little bits of news before we jump back and answer some more questions, we have why Ripple's not able to shine at its full yet. That was the name of the video today, and looking through, it's really just talking about how Ripple's greatest problem is the fact that they have all these institutions signed on for Xcurrent, and no one's using Xrapid. As we know, we are not really disappointed with this. This article is honestly just kind of some FUD thrown around by Global Coin Report. FUD, Javi says. So we all know what's taking place in the XRP ecosystem. We know Xrapid's plan. We know Xrapid's paired to Xcurrent, and we know that they're working to make partnerships with the bank institutions because that's the stepping stones we need to travel through to arrive at Xrapid being used. So again, these articles, I think, just trying to grab your attention and pull you away from the facts. We got to stay focused. You want to read the last paragraph. The one that starts, another problem is Ripple needs to solve to find the direction of sale is coming clean with its purpose. This way matches not being a cryptocurrency. That one? That, or you may start higher. Ripple needs to solve to find a direction to sale is to come clean with its purpose and the way this matches or not with being a cryptocurrency. Honestly, I think that they potentially just don't know. No one knows. That's the thing. Like everyone wants to know. We all are waiting to find out. It's rough. In this sense, the only product that carries the XRP token is XRapid. But as of now, it continues out of the picture. When it comes to negotiating with a partner, that's precisely one of the leading critics that Ripple receives. So it's been speculated the company plans to create a bridge between three solutions at a point, and that convincing a partner to migrate from one solution to the other will be actually an easy thing to do. But the truth is, this is only a matter of conjecture. Honestly, so many, after the bold title, there's so many things going on with Ripple right now, and there's so many different people obviously vying for positions to try to take away from what's been working. And you can see that a lot of crypto right now is speculation and hype, right? A lot of just speculation and hype. So I can't say that, I can't say I expect anything less, really. I can't expect anything less from Global Coin Report. They're probably hoping that we share this saying something like, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. It's not a secret that anybody that Ripple is one of the tokens in the market that's developed the best relationship with the financial industry, and it's led the entire community to believe that Ripple will find the link between traditional currencies and virtual coins. However, nothing's farther from reality. In fact, we don't need to be analytical to realize that even when Ripple has managed to partner with 100 bank entities from around the world, this relationship centered on the products XCurrent and XVIA bring to the table. And I think we all know the answer to this. SBI. That's all we got to say. The answer to this is simple. SBI. You know, as soon as SBI goes live and we have those 8 to 20 million users in their exchange, in the volume, taking part in the exchange services, obviously that's going to bring a lot of support to the XRP and Ripple Net products. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can't do anything about it. Yeah, Q3. That's right, DZAM. Q3. I agree 100%. This is, honestly, I wasn't even going to look at this article, but they had the title, they had that headline title grabber. XRP is not able to shine as a full yet. Oh, why not? Yeah, SBI. Yeah, I might make a video later today before we finish our Codius tutorial. We'll do a quick video that's just like SBI. We'll use that exact title. SBI. That's all you need to know. All you need to know. Excuse me. All right. Looking at this last little bit of news, we're getting close to our hour mark. 3 things that are holding Bitcoin prices down. So the 3 things holding Bitcoin prices down. What do you guys think they are? What do you guys think they are? Tell me more. Susie said that they hired a sales team for XRP. That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, people were questioning XRP because it was pre-mined. A lot of people definitely came into the space just kind of regurgitating information that they would share with them. So I can't blame them for that. I came into the space in a similar light. I had friends that basically misinformed me, and I had to make decisions for myself. And that's a rough world. It's a rough world to start making decisions for yourself. But you can do it. I believe in you. Shake the weak hands, Luke says. Shake them loose. So the 12-month performance of the investment vehicles Bitcoin, Gold, or SPY. And looking at inside the last 3 months, Bitcoin's down 14%, Gold's down 6%, SPY's up 4%. In the last 12 months, Bitcoin's up 138%, Gold's up 20.25%, and SPY's up 0.19. So, we're pretty far from most people even having this conversation. We're pretty far from most people even being interested in this space or understanding that it's actually a technological revolution as far as governance and people connecting and sharing information and money. So looking at providing, a utility, this is not really a blanket solution. Like, you can't just say Bitcoin and blockchain technologies is a blanket solution, but it kind of is. It kind of is a blanket solution in a sense for a lot of issues that the world faces right now. There's a lot of humanistic and philanthropic qualities to blockchain, and that's exciting, I think. That potentially keeps it exciting. So looking at providing a store of value to the unbanked, people always talk about that and how underrated that is. And then looking at really just the adoption level. Like, how far into the adoption level are we? I'd say we are barely at 8%. We're barely at 8% adoption, because that's about how many people in the United States even purchased Bitcoin, right? So think about it like that way. Think about it that way. Yeah, exactly. It's not decoupled from BTC. There's a lot of steps to move other cryptos and XRP to being decoupled, more exchanges launching, more crypto and fiat pairings happening, and potentially, it's just going to be one of those things that Ripple execs know Asia has a really strong influence in technology. They've been working in that area, moving their attention to that area for a while. So yeah, banks are very serious players. You're right, JHE, but also so is the development of the technological rails, the interledger protocol, as we're calling it. The development of those rails is important, I think, and the development of that technology infrastructure has value. Exactly. It does have intrinsic value. So what do you guys think about Ontology? You guys heard of Ontology? It's about to go live, 700 million in it. Shanghai-based Ontology, a project working closely with those behind the smart economy blockchain Neo, expected to launch its live blockchain on June 30th. And again, going back to the crypto on crypto crime, let's not have crypto on crypto crime. I personally love XRP. But I also love ADA. I also love Stellar. I also love Neo. And also, I'm starting to find some love for Ontology. I did some research on Ontology a few weeks ago, and they do have a pretty strong system. Again, pairing them with Neo, keeping your ability to have a conversation and to take interest in other things, I think, is what creates strength. Diversity creates strength, right? So we don't want to monoculture our crypto. Right? We don't want to monoculture our crypto. We want to have a diverse crypto ecosystem, and that potentially means that businesses being brought on board and thinking like, oh, Neo and Ethereum are great, huh? What's competition for Ethereum? Huh? What's Codius? Interesting. So there's a lot of developments taking place. I think that potentially competing technology is good. Also, under that same umbrella of competing technology, VeChain arrives. What to know about the 1.5 billion blockchain for business? Another top 20 crypto has officially released live software. That's right, live software. The first block on the VeChain blockchain, whose token supply is valued at 1.46 billion, has been mined, marking a milestone for a project that aims to be among the first to convince enterprise businesses to adopt code tied to a crypto asset. Now we can see this could be beneficial. You never know what the catalyst is. You never know who and what it is that's going to come and weigh in on someone changing their mind. And we've talked about this before. We've talked about this before in the past. There's a on and off switch, right? There's a psychological switch in our brain, and it's either on or off, or it's neutral. And the only way it's neutral is if you really haven't come to the experience before. So if you I use the idea of buying a house. Amy, you might be able to relate. Let's say you walk into a house and it smells horrible. Right away, your psychological switch went from neutral on the house that you walked into to off. You're like, this house smells horrible. So you're waiting in neutral until you receive your first stimulus to push you yes or no. And then once you make that first decision, once you're like, no, this house is bad, it's going to be so much harder to push your psychological switch back to yes. Yeah. What does that mean, though? Basically, it means that if someone was turned off from blockchain technology or Bitcoin, it's going to be hard to sway them back to using it. Now, that you never know what company or what blockchain or what tech could incentivize someone to be like, wait, maybe I should look at this. So having a diverse crypto ecosystem is beneficial for everyone, looking at who they can interact with, who they can bring on board. VeChain looking at launching their first block today. Very exciting. You see VeChain has potential. Yeah, honestly, VeChain is something I need to look at more because I am not that aware of it. I am aware it's in the top 20. I've seen a little bit about it. I've poked around their site, and potentially I don't know enough. They do look really strong. I will say that there's a lot of projects, honestly, that you look into sometimes and you're like, whoa, why is no one talking about this project? Like, why is no one putting up partnership videos for this coin? It's interesting to look at how we kind of we put our blinders on sometimes and we just start paying attention to whatever we're focused on. We have tunnel vision, and I think that's okay when you're focused. Like when I set out to finish a project, like when I wanted to launch my Codius 2 days ago, I just sat down and did it. Like I turned my phone off, turned everything off, and I'm tunnel vision, finished this project. But when I'm not trying to focus on a project, if I'm just tunnel visioning, whatever that word is, then I can prevent myself from taking into consideration some other ideas, or maybe being aware of other things on the horizon. So potentially looking at some other strong coins. Blockchain's impact on food and farming explained. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What happened there? All right. We just changed articles right in the middle. Media payment provider Kiwi launches Russia's first crypto investment bank. Wow. 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 Russia's first crypto investment bank. Does that just like create potential, waves of potential in your mind? It does. It does for me. Kiwi blockchain technology launched a crypto investment dubbed Hash. The QBT is a subsidiary of Russia's leading payment service provider, Kiwi. Hash, built on the classic investment banking model, according to Kommersant, will provide a platform for ICOs. The chief financial officer explained that Hash would assist companies to go through fundraising stage. This is something that potentially made me think, this is why I launched my own Codius host. I can see this happening. I can see, just like how companies for a minute there were launching all their ICOs on Ethereum, I think we're going to hit a transition point and a threshold where people are going to be like, I want to launch on Codius. And the beauty of that is that Codius has a huge open program in whatever language you want, right? Whatever language you want. It's so good. So good. So Russia putting money into crypto. Are you making jokes, Jeff? Are you making Putin jokes? Are you making Putin jokes, bro? What's up? What's up with that? What are you guys talking about? What other coins are in my portfolio? That's a great question. I'm a big ADA. I'm a big Stellar, Neo. I really like Sonum. I have some Sonum and some Golem and Eternity. Eternity looks really good. Nano, is that what you talking about? You're talking about Nano or Nuna? I don't know about Nuna. Nano's pretty legit. And then also Ontology was the one I was looking at the other day. We just talked about that one for a minute. There's a couple other ones that I have small positions in that I'm just kind of like I play with a little bit, and we can do a full portfolio release if you want. Sonum is a huge beast, dude. Sonum hobby, yeah, Sonum is beast for sure. Dent, I like Dent. Yeah, Nano. Jeremy's got a good lineup right here. Nano, TRX, Key, Dent, Daddy. I know a lot of people are like on the fence about TRX, but I have hopes that they're gonna buckle down and keep working. Again, we talked about this before. 80%, 90% of cryptos fail when the team stops working. So when you look and you see like, oh, there's no more commits on GitHub, or there's no more innovations or steps in the future, there's no more positive steps in the right direction, then you can see, they're probably going to fail. They fell in the water. They're no longer trying to keep their head above water, and they're headed towards the waterfall. Gifto, yeah, I did get a little bit of Gifto actually. I don't know what made me pay attention to them, but Gifto, Bat. Bat is one we haven't even done a video about, but Bat looks really good. Zilliqua, if you guys just want me to start listing off tokens, I have a lot of videos that are just like tokens. As soon as I decide I like them, usually I make a video about them. There's some I haven't done, like Bat and Gifto, but we have like Zilliqua's up, Sonum's up. We did like there's like a syndicator token that I liked for a minute, but it took a huge plunge after I made a video on it. There's a couple other ones. Yeah, 0x, the District is great. I like that one as well. I did see that, Jeremy. I did see that. I didn't know exactly what the news was, but I did see that ADA and TRX were talking about a partnership. You have tons of airdrops. Keep your money safe on Ledger Nano S. That's right. Yeah, no, you would buy XRP before 0x, before District X. Yeah. Well, honestly, there's been a couple times when I'm like, ooh, I'm going to buy this coin. And I'm like, wait, nope, I'm just going to buy XRP. Just kidding. I'm buying more XRP. And, I've bought at a lot of different price points. And, sometimes you're like, wow, I wish I would have waited. But in reality, I probably would have spent that money on something stupid anyway. I probably would have been like, let's go buy some new video games. and then I probably would have played it like 5 minutes, and that would have been it. How can you cash out 100 mil? I don't know why would you want to cash out 100 mil into fiat? That, just maybe cash out into a coin that you see having a 10-year shelf life. Like, where is fiat going to be in 10 years? Where's crypto going to be in 10 years? Ether is going to grow. I agree, Jill. I agree. Like, even though we were making fun of that article earlier with that guy that's got a bunch of Ethereum, I'm still a big Ethereum supporter, mainly because you can see the bridge of adoption, right? Like, people came in, they're like, Bitcoin's awesome. And then they're like, wait, Bitcoin is okay, Ethereum's awesome. And then they're like, wait, Ethereum's okay, XRP's awesome, right? And you just keep seeing people make these reassessments or adjustments as time goes on, and it's based on education. I think it's based on the education of the network and the systems in place, and that's okay, right? We don't want a monoculture. We don't want a mono crypto culture. We want a diverse crypto culture. XRP is awesome. All right. I agree, Malika. I agree. XRP is awesome, but I also think Ethereum is going to be really strong. Like you said, you like Ethereum, Jill. I like Ethereum. I appreciate Ethereum, mainly because Ethereum is one of the main true cryptocurrencies you can buy still on Coinbase and send to purchase all the other coins you like, but also because it does still hold a stepping stone value, right? So if I'm brought into the network and I'm like, well, what's the top coins? Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP. Maybe you don't even realize the potential of XRP's Codius. You just start thinking about Ethereum. You're like, Ethereum's great. I love Ethereum. I'm going to launch smart contracts. I'm going to build my whole business around Ethereum and smart contracts. And that's great. I think that's great. I love Ethereum. I support Ethereum. There's a lot of things with Ethereum that are being developed. They're moving to partial proof of stake, which is big because obviously they're adjusting to the changing of the times, the energy expenditure of proof of work. But paradoxically, the more people that are brought into Ethereum, the better Codius will do. Because once you're in Ethereum and you're like, I'm writing smart contracts, I'm putting up just like this Twitter tweet that we put up, a firm is just a nexus of contracts. Once people realize, like, I'm just going to recreate this entire corporation with a nexus of contracts powered on Ethereum, you're like, all right, well, hey Tim, I really like your firm. Your nexus of contracts is doing great. How can we increase our profit? And you're like, well, we could move over to Codius. It costs way less to run all our contracts. It costs way less. We pay way less. So basically, they're both good. Ethereum's going to be a strong stepping stone to bring people into the other markets. When crypto is fully adopted, you won't need to cash out because there'll be no point. Exactly. Thank you, Drizzy Jen. If I did not clarify that with my rant that I just started, exactly, perfectly said. You don't need to cash out because there'll be no point. Crypto will be fully adopted. Yeah, that's exactly right. Would you swap XRP for Ripple? What are you asking me? Ripple Labs is a software company. XRP is the token that's tied to their ledger. So XRP, the token, and the XRP ledger, they're inseparable. Inseparable. It's the same damn thing. Visa XRP card. Yes, I agree. Visa XRP card. I'm excited about that. I'm very excited about that. No more fees. International use, right? No big deal. If you build into Ethereum, you can just use Ethereum. We'll never reach Codius. Ethereum working on itself constantly. God hates globalists. What up? What is up, my friend? You know what I'm thinking about doing? Someone the other day was like, you should jump around more when people donate. So I'm not going to jump around. I do really appreciate the support. It means a lot to me that you are supporting the channel, supporting the live streams. The only reason I'm doing live streams is for you guys. If you guys didn't want this to keep happening, I would just go back to making edited videos where I put in a bunch of funny edits, and that's fine by me. Your support, God hates globalists, is why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Dropping the news, keeping this relationship just straight face to face, so we can keep you guys informed, and then also do fun videos as well. So, what were we just talking about? Ethereum working on itself constantly. Ethereum won't beat Codius. XRP Visa. Yeah, it'd be nice to have the XRP Visa and the XRP Amex card. We can see, again, we're so early into this adoption phase. We have the nexus of contracts idea here. So many things going to take place in cryptocurrencies, but also the reality that big corporations are buying up patents for blockchain. So, most of the small coins, if they're not going to provide utility, they're probably not going to make it, right? If the team doesn't keep working on them and pairing them and using them in partnerships, they're probably not going to make it. So buy your next house with XRP. Yes, exactly. Buy your house with XRP is probably going to be more likely than you wanting to cash out into fiat. But the Ripple Amex card will be before Visa. I agree. They already made that announcement in a sense. So thank you, God Hates Globalists. I appreciate it. So yeah, looking at the smart contracts ideas on Codius and what that means, and people talking about Ethereum and how it's going to do better moving forward. Again, Ethereum is going to be okay, doing great, because it's going to be a stepping stone to people using other cryptos. Again, South Korea looking to make it the crypto blockchain haven. What do you guys think about that? South Korea has been closely regulating the crypto industry. First, in July 2017, the government legalized Bitcoin as a remittance method, allowing fintech companies to process up to $20,000 worth. This is awesome. Very awesome. And this makes me think also as well. I was just talking to someone this morning. He is an ex-Intel officer, and he was saying that he's not allowed to hold crypto. He's an ex-Intel officer in the United States. He's not allowed to hold crypto because crypto is considered a foreign asset. Isn't that interesting? Our government still considers... Jeremy, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You are amazing. Don't stop doing live streams. You kill it, and you are a valuable asset to the XRP community. Jeremy, thank you so much. I needed to hear that. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm also thinking about turning on... I'm going to try to turn on the robot talk. So whenever you guys... It'll probably be live next time we do a live stream. Whenever you guys say something in the future, a robot will say it. I'm going to try to get that to work. Don't stop doing live streams. You kill it and are a valuable asset to the XRP community. I wish I already had it turned on. That would have been a great one. That would have been a really great one to get a robot to read. All right, so South Korea looking to make some moves. Russia deciding that they're going to open their crypto bank. A lot of people making some strong moves to embrace crypto, while our governments are just sitting around playing crypto hate. Stop crypto on crypto hate, guys. Stop it. Just stop it. It's a good idea. XRP is not a security. Exactly. Dizam, exactly. We know. I don't know why everyone's just waiting to find out more. But this article that we also were going to look at for one brief moment, the 5 most practical uses for crypto in 2018. What are the use cases for crypto? So right now, this year, what are the use cases for crypto? Number 1, low-cost money transfers. The other day I was talking to someone and they were like, but why? And I was like, well, that's a great question. It's a good question for you and I, but why? Like, I can send you guys money right now with PayPal. I can send you guys money with the Cash App or whatever, with Circle, but up to a certain amount, right? I can't send you more than $10,000. I know. It's rough. And also, I can't say that I can easily send money to anyone, anywhere. This is honestly something that is revolutionary, right? No intermediary, send money anywhere, low-cost money transfers. So crypto is revolutionary in that aspect. Very revolutionary. Investing in existing ICO startups. So the ability for you to invest micro portions, micro investments. So that's huge for crypto. It's huge. Sending private transactions. So even just like a private message, like Weisswin developing his XRP private messenger app, that's huge. Sending private transactions, that's even bigger. That's a pretty big deal, honestly. Oh, Destiny's Choice, thank you for clarifying. I did not understand your question at all. I'm sorry if I was rude. I did not mean to be rude at all. Sometimes I don't even get to see you guys' comments, or if it's been asked multiple times. So again, if I ever if I ever say something that hurts your feelings, do not take it personally. I'm an asshole. All right, that's just how I am. I'm a jerk. I might have a temper. I might have a slight temper, and I might insult someone occasionally on accident. I'm working on it. Okay, I'm trying to be a better person. All right. All right. Anyway, Destiny's Choice. You didn't understand my question. Don't be so damn rude. Okay. Point taken. I won't be rude. If Ripple doesn't work out, Ripple may offer a one-to-one swap for shares if Ripple, once they go public. So you're saying that if Ripple goes public, that we would swap our tokens for shares. That might be one of the most interesting things I've heard in a while, honestly. And thinking about it, I want to go a couple different ways with it. One, I think that I think Ripple Labs would probably not do that that would probably be their last resort, because I think that they want to stay a currency because that's how the ledger would function. The ledger, if it falls under regulator scrutiny, the ledger doesn't function as well, even if the ledger is out there functioning in the world on its own and the regulations only take place in the United States. Again, that seems like it'd be counterproductive. Honestly, I don't know if that'd be good for the United States at all. I know the United States wants to maintain its soft power with its monetary policy and the monetary creation system, but I think that they're going to have to renegotiate or reevaluate their position in this new global economy and the way that the SEC and regulations will work. So that's a great question. I'm sorry if I didn't take it seriously the first time you asked it. I don't know the answer to that question. I do not know. That's a really good question, though, and I'd be really happy to see what the outcome of that would be if and when that takes place. If they are deemed security, would they offer a public swap? That's a good question, and I think maybe we should even devote a whole video to that. Thank you for bringing it up twice. I saw the cat playing the piano. Yes, it's true. That's one of my favorite clip-ins. Yo, what's up? What's up, Luke? What is up? What's up? Understand selling crypto helps all other countries because the undisputed states. Undisted states. Undisted states. Sorry, just reading your comments, trying to catch up where we are at, guys. Doesn't make sense. MoneyGram and Western Union's bad for the example. The damn rate's 1 USD. I'm trying to catch up with you guys' comments really quick. Please stop. Sue says you can trade your coin for a share of if XRP is a security. Okay, I see where you guys are getting this from now. Okay, is this something that Susie's come out with? The possibility that if it's a security that people would be trading for shares. I can understand that, and I can see people saying that. Again, Realtor Amy, you are right. I am so on top of that, Realtor Amy, and that's actually why I just stopped what I was talking about in the middle of what I was talking about, just because Realtor Amy said XRP would be great for real estate closings. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. In fact, XRP would be great for a lot of things, and that's actually reignited my excitement and passion for writing some code, for coding on top of the XRP ledger. That's actually why I launched my own Codius, is because I wanted to have access to I think you can. I'm going to try to run the test net on my Codius in a sense to let me run test smart contracts. And eventually, what that means is I would likely be looking at how we could do that. How will we put real estate closings on the XRP ledger? How can we make that an international world MLS? If you're following me, Amy, this is $1 billion idea. Get at me. I'm trying to make this happen in Texas first, because actually I'm the in-house marketer for Front Porch Realty, which is a real estate broker here. So basically, yes, it's a really, really strong idea, and I think that you could create the first international multi-listing service in a sense and do it right. So yeah, that's $1 billion idea, XRP for sure. So yeah, get at me if you guys are realtors. What's the easiest language to learn to build on Codius? You can program in whatever language you want on Codius. That's what makes it so great. But C++ I think would probably be one of the ones that I think Weisswin uses C++ for most of his build outs. And I think that, again, there's a couple of different languages you'd have to use to build out all the layers of an application on top of it. But I'm looking at doing that myself, so I will definitely start making videos like that if and when it happens. Wait, Amy, what are you saying? It takes 3 hours to 24 hours to get wired? Oh, yeah, for traditional wired funds. Exactly. I know. Totally. I agree. it's going to happen. If you and I don't build it, someone else is going to build it. So it's going to happen for sure. I believe so. They can't not allow it being abroad. Exactly. Billion, add a few more zeros. Everybody hit that like button. Thank you so much. And also, I asked earlier if you guys are new to the stream today. If you haven't already, click the link in the description. There's a link in the description that says, just click this link for my DJI gimbal or something. Just click the link. You don't have to do anything other than click the link and let it load, and you're going to help me win a DJI gimbal so I can review it on the channel. And specifically, I need you. I need your help to go click that link. I need to get 300 link clicks for me to get the gimbal to review on the channel. So that'd be great if you guys could just look in the description and click that link. Also, there's a bunch of other things in the description, like my the Ledger link, Binance link, also, you know, all the other links for sources and stuff. What's up with Bill Gates and Ripple? That's a great question. Bill Gates, the Bill Gates project and charity fund has basically been tied in relations to Ripple XRP. So we're going to look at that in a full-on video. We'll break it down. Just trying to dial down this video. We broke over an hour, and yeah, just clicked it. Just click it. The Gates Corporation uses Ripple, exactly. And the Gates Corporation and Foundation is really big. They rub elbows with some very important people. There's a lot of things that you can mention in that idea that talks a lot about just being in the right place at the right time, knowing the right people, what that means for you as a business, potentially a lot of good news, just hearing the Gates Foundation even being mentioned in the same sentence. So finishing up this little idea here, getting paid in crypto, exciting to see that happen. Platforms like Steemit and Brave. We haven't done a Steemit review on the channel, but Steemit's pretty popular. It's growing. It's like Facebook with crypto payments at the foundation, and then investing and holding. So as of right now in 2018, we can see we're still on such an early phase of the adoption that basically it's hard to not get excited about all the little things happening. But I want to encourage you not to lose your enthusiasm. You know, if you need to, maybe take a break every now and then, step away and go and take some time for yourself, because this is happening. It's happening for sure. It's a 1 or 2 year adoption minimum to see these waves start to gather momentum. And again, you know, we will see really strong things happen in the next few weeks. We'll see really strong things happen in the next few months for sure. Looking at 2018's Q3 and Q4, a lot of good things to happen. SBI, all these good things are going to happen for crypto and for XRP and for all the coins. But we need to be patient. We need to keep our energy up, and remember to remind yourself of the cycles, the cyclical nature of these phases. If you need a reminder, basically you can watch my video, Do Not Sell. I made it last night. It talks about the 268% average bull run versus the negative 33% average bear run. So exactly. Good stuff. Yeah, C++ is the good language you can use for sure. Looking at doing the Codius tutorial and some other SBI stuff later. Making some more videos, dropping them this afternoon. And then also I've got a bunch of other work to do because I personally am trying to stack coins and stack money, stack some fiat to purchase coins. So that's what I'm up to. Thanks for joining me, guys. I know that we had a slight uptick in the market and we are all green. But again, I think that we're considering it a fool's rally. It's already plateaued, and I cannot say for sure when, but it could slip further. Exactly, Javi. Thanks. We're gonna end with the Warren Buffett quote. When well, how does it go? How does it go, Javi? Remind me. When people are scared, be greedy, and when people are greedy, be fearful. And that's in relation to the market. Talking about the market. So. As always, thanks, guys. Cheers. I appreciate you for tuning in. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Have a great Saturday. Thanks, guys. Adios.